This is my very first tarot video, so I'm going to do my best to tell a story. I'm going to have to practice a lot with this, but what I did was I pulled cards for the new moon this upcoming weekend and what the theme around it is. So I pre-pulled cards, and what first popped out was I was working here with the, let me find the name, the Wild Unknown. So it's my intention that this be very easy for me to relay any storylines to the public so that other people understand and it's not just in my mind. I am sharing my first video on YouTube. I am going to share my first video on YouTube. I may need to do a voiceover later. We'll see. Because I'm quite nervous to tell stories. Yeah, so anyway, let's go. So I started off here with the Wild Unknown tarot deck. And the intention that I set for this pull was in regards to the new moon this weekend. So the first cards that came flying out were the Tower and the Two of Wands. Now the Tower is a card that brings forth a massive change. See, there's lightning here. A foundation is crumbling. A tree is burning so that you can plant new roots. Here the Two of Wands is, to me, a choice card, but I'm just going to verify it in another book. Just one sec. Two of Wands. The world is at your fingertips. Take time to focus and contemplate your energy before embarking on your next goal or adventure. The gate of your desires is opening, but planning is crucial. Okay, so we are planning the grounding of our new foundation. And as you can see, there's actually all these colorful roots in this tree here, which is amazing. It lines up perfectly. I'm actually going to switch these. So it lines up perfectly with this tower here to this tree with the nourished root system. Okay, and Six of Cups also has to do sometimes with family. So if you are creating a new foundation in terms of family, maybe you're starting your own family, you are getting married, something like that, this is a very good omen for a new beginning. I'm just confirming the Six of Cups. Yeah, so this says the emotions held by your younger self are still valid. How can you best honor your younger self and these emotions? How have your emotions grown over time, especially in relationships with others? So again, it comes back to the relationship with others. So that's what the Six of Cups card is about. So it looks like nourishing, deep-rooted relationships with others are able to come about because of this tower. This tower crumbling and this new start. So the Chariot is absolutely a card of going for it, not being held back. Again, I'll look in this book. I really wish I could find my Wild Unknown book, but at the moment, because I've just recently moved, I can't find it. So I will look in the Journey Tarot guidebook, which has a lot of different kind of interpretations than the normal standard Rider-Waite. But I like it a lot. I really love the imagery. This is the Journey Tarot deck. Yeah, so the Chariot, everything is in motion and change is inevitable. How will you dance with the changes happening around you while staying true to your path? It's okay to get sidetracked as long as you find your way back. And then this one is the Eight of Pentacles. You know, when I see the spider webs, I think of weaving webs with other people, even around the world. It could be related to the World Wide Web, or it could be related to your relationships with other people. So again, the relationship theme in both the Six of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles here. And of course, you can also think of it as working towards a goal. And honoring your talents. So so in this interpretation in the Journey Tarot, Pentacles is of course this suit of money, of material abundance, prosperity, and whatever needs worked on. So the Eight of Pentacles says, honor your talents by honing them. You are here in physical form to expand and refine your natural abilities. Repetition leads to mastery. You deserve the time it takes to master your gifts. So this is saying, when you think of a spider weaving its web, actually it takes a really long time to tie all these knots. And once they're all tied, what a masterpiece it's created. So take that time for yourself to be in your heart space and do things that you love, and create this new future. These are the supporting cards, so I read it as these two cards popped out together. Okay, so the Mother of Wands and the Strength. I interpret that as your strength right now is being in the Mother of Wands energy, which is really fiery and creative. I will look again in this book, but it's often my significator when I pull cards is the Queen of Wands, because I'm a Sagittarius myself, so I'm quite familiar with how that energy feels. So it says, let your confidence lead you into action. You are ready to be in a state of flow with your work in this world. Grab onto your courage and trust where it leads you. So that ties in perfectly with strength, and the Strength card is, bring awareness to how you're using your power of persuasion. You don't have to dim your light to stand up for what's right. Allow the full strength of your light to shine in a way that inspires others toward a higher good. So that's beautiful. Use your strength, your power, your fire, and take on this new beginning, the Fool energy, which is completely new beginning. And it's so wild how this all transpired. It started with the Tower, which is the new foundation, and then you're ready to go for the new beginning here, for the new moon this weekend. So set all your intentions. Be sure you're writing them out. If you need to have a burn ceremony to release anything that's stagnant, definitely do that too. So I'm going to go on to the next one that I pulled. I pulled kind of a further clarification card, and this deck is very interesting. It's new to me, so I'm going to read some of this from the book too. The imagery is unique, definitely unique. So this says, blessing in disguise. Now I tied this with the crumbling of the old foundation, okay? That was where I was guided to set it down. So what it says in here is, did you just lose that toxic person your loved ones have been warning you about? Guess what? That's amazing news. Or perhaps that dead-end job has sent you packing. Hooray, celebrate. Sometimes we cannot see an opportunity for what it truly is. Have you lost a job, been turned down for a gig, bombed on a date? Then think of it as the universe removing something from your path so that it can send you what you truly deserve. Sometimes we become comfortable or feel unworthy, so we stay put and afraid to look for those blessings. Now is the time to think about what change you could benefit from. Change. That might feel a wee bit uncomfortable. We absolutely know it can be terrifying to walk away from a long time comfort zone, even if we were miserable there. We ask you to be fearless and be the hero of your own story. Ties in perfectly with everything, actually. So really, really beautiful card. Now this deck, oh, I should say what this is called. This is the Human Spirit Oracle deck, just in case you're curious. And this deck here is the Rumi Tarot deck. I am trying to find the book. Don't mind me, I've got a new setup. It's challenging. Well, I will read the back of the cards. So this is interesting how it's fiery. Ties in perfectly with the Strength and the Queen of Wands and all of that transmutation and fresh energy. So it says, passion of the wild red mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of the drunks. Here's your invitation to lay aside despair, to put aside doubt in the capacity of the human heart, even your frustration and impatience. It is time to quit whipping yourself and others, no matter how noble the intention behind the whip may be, and start dancing instead. Here's your big cosmic yes. So what have you been wanting to start and to lay these new foundations for? It's time. And it will take your commitment. This is the commitment card from the Rumi deck. So it says, the awakened heart is like a lantern. Keep it sheltered from the turbulence of the winds of desire. So the fear that your desire won't manifest may cause you to try to bend life to your will. It is an unnecessary battle and one that will not serve your soul. Instead, just show up, be present. Life is not working at cross purposes with you, far from it. Life is a creative co-conspirator with your heart. So commit to your heart. Follow that. And then we've got these beautiful cards. I love this deck. The imagery is just so gorgeous. The Journey Tarot. So this is the one I was reading the explanations from earlier for the other cards as well. But again, I pulled some more cards just from this deck and what the deck wanted to tell me about the new moon this weekend. And it comes up with a very similar theme. And it's almost like a continuation. So this side is like following your heart, following your passion, your desire. Again, this is a fiery card as well. And then this is like the culmination of the new seeds that are being planted. It's beautiful. And of course, we have the repetition of the Fool. So again, just clarifying, this is absolutely a fresh start energy. And it is a new moon, so it's the perfect timing for this. So we have the Fool in the Journey Tarot book says, "Dearest free spirit, a magical journey awaits. Will you open your arms to a new adventure? It's okay to take a leap without knowing the outcome. That's why you're here." Looks like they're letting go. There's a flower. They're allowing the sun's rays, or what, I'm not sure. I'll call that the sun's rays. And there's a sun in this card as well. And all of the pentacles, if you look at them as seeds or flowers, they require sunlight to grow. So, and we have the sun again in the strength card. So taking the strength from this into the new growth is going to create amazing results. Let me dig into these pentacles. Actually, let's do the Nine of Wands first. Thank you for being here for my first tarot reading. I'm really excited to be here. So this says, Nine of Wands, your journey has brought you both growth and pain. Take time to process traumas and tend to your wounds. It's okay to take breaks. Your desires are waiting for you when you are ready. So again, we have this fire, like burning of the old tower here in favor of the new, following your heart and being genuinely rewarded for that, and committing, working hard, being diligent with the commitment to your heart and your growth. So release the bondage, the trauma, anything from this previous tower, let it go. You can breathe out with me now if you'd like. And now we're ready for some new seedlings. So the Page of Pentacles says, savor this incubation period. You're sowing the seeds of a new way of being in this world. So what inner work is calling you right now ties in well with this. So you can work out anything that you want to let go of, you want to resolve, you want to transmute into something higher with that card. Okay, that combination is great. And then there's the Six of Pentacles. If you require support, be open to material support coming from unexpected sources. If you have an abundance of physical or financial goods, now is a good time to share your resources with others. I don't see this as financial, I see this as wisdom. So it says, when one person heals, we all heal. So perhaps you're sharing your wisdom and things that you've learned through the trials and tribulations and the falling of the tower and the new path that's opened up, and you're about to share that, which grows into the Nine of Pentacles, an amazing card. It says, luxuriate in the physical. Whether financial abundance is present or not, make time to do things that bring you physical pleasure. Celebrating your physicality is your birthright. But I absolutely see the Nine of Pentacles as self-actualization, a card where you've kind of mastered a level of the self. You know, we're always constantly healing. No one is fully healed. So like I said with that other card, you know, when the healed, he'll pass on the healing or something like that with this one. So this, you've mastered some part of your life. Perhaps it's related to intuition, following your own inner guidance, and also cultivating relationships that are reciprocal and life-giving rather than taking energy from you. And that leads us to the Queen of Pentacles, which is kind of like the final one in this, and that is being able to nurture and care for yourself and others is a precious gift. What do you or those around you need in order to feel completely held? Well, the Queen of Pentacles is obviously completely flowered, right? Very grounded and stable and feeling luxury and abundance and peace. I just feel such peace with this card. And you can see the stars of the galaxy in behind all of these, which is connecting with the cosmos and your higher self and bringing that down to earth. So there we go. And then I kind of have these fun decks on the side where I pulled a card in terms of the new moon on the weekend. So here's the theme from the Bitch Slaps from the Universe Oracle deck, which is fantastic. It's hilarious. This says, shine your fucking magic brighter than a unicorn's ass. That's all the universe wants from you anyway. Fucking magic. And then this one, oh, I love the circular cards. This is, please forgive me if I'm pronouncing it incorrectly, but I say Kantiji Oracle. And they tie in the environment in ways that you can assist Mother Earth in healing, restoration, etc., and how this ties into your life as well. So I pulled a fork in the river, which is number 37, which is a 10. Completion. So that's perfect. 37, a fork in the river. Now this book has really, really, really long definitions. They have a lot of contemplations, symbology, and exercises you can do in this book, which is great. It's just a lot for me to read here. So here, you are at a moment of choice. You do not know what either choice will lead to. One fork appears to lead to a lighter landscape, and the other to a darker territory. See that? You can see the one's yellow, and the one's like a deep, deep blue indigo. This does not help you choose, though, as you remember dark spaces leading you to treasure and bright spaces leading you to injury. Instead, you close your eyes and you head toward the tributary that inspires a feeling of soft strength in your joints and long smoothness in your breath. Oh my goodness, that's so nourishing with all of this going on, too. So a choice must be made. This one, again, I see that as a choice card too. So I came up with the Tower. It's like the universe has inspired you to make a choice, maybe more quickly than you're comfortable with, but trust your intuition, trust your heart, trust your guidance, trust the journey and the unfoldment. So the guidance in this book says, stop thinking and start noticing. Notice what your breath, your body, and your feelings are telling you about each of your options. Your feelings include your emotions, your gut instincts, and other sensations you may feel, such as warmth, coolness, tingling, electricity, pulsation, tension, relaxation, hardening, or softening. No matter what you choose, another critical piece of advice of this archetype is to trust. Trust yourself while you're making your decision and trust in your wisdom, creativity, and strength, and care to guide you through whatever unfolds along your chosen path. Trust that you're never alone. I love this. And so they offer a creative prompt as well, which may help with the entire reading. which is engage in a stream of choices process. So pick a set amount of time for you, which you would like to practice or create, perhaps an hour. Set timers that go off at various points within your practice, at least once or as many times as you'd like. Whenever a timer goes off, you are at a fork in the river of your creative process. Pick one or more choices you'll make. Each choice could be a 2-pronged or 3-pronged fork. A 2-pronged fork would be to continue as you are or head in a new direction. A 3-pronged fork would be to continue as you are or to shift from your current trajectory into one of 2 directions. Examples of paired directions you can use to create 3-pronged choices. Speed up or slow down, darken or illuminate, intensify or tone down, take in the big picture or hone in on the details, complicate or simplify, go to the edges or go to the center. You may choose to revisit the same choice repeatedly throughout your practice, or you may even pick several to work with. All right. So shine your magic is essentially what this is saying. Let go of the ties that have bound you in the past. With the Tower, build the new foundation, move into it, release anything that is holding you back from stepping into the journey of the Fool and coming out on the other side with your blessings. I'm wishing you all the best. Have a blessed day. And thank you for watching my first video on my tarot channel. Bye.